Hello, Alex in the South Beach area of Miami, Florida. This is See More Better with freeprescriptionlenses.com, and today I'm going to cut lenses for a Modo. This is a Scandinavian company. A little bit of a departure from my normal ones. This is the Modo Glomma, or Glomma, I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but it is Norway's largest river, color black in the 48 eye size. Let me take everything out of the original packaging as they send it to me. Of course, cool little triangular case. The Echo, and this is the frame. Of course, it comes with cleaning cloth, and whenever I buy a frame, Modo plants a tree in your honor, so you'll be getting all of that. And of course, the other cool thing about this case is that it will fold down, and it can store flat in your pocket or book bag or purse or however you want to carry them, and then when you want to use it, it will open up and then be in this triangular shape for protection. Now this frame, I'll get to that in just a moment. Why wait? Comes with a cool magnetic polarized clip as such, but we'll go over all that in just a moment. But for now, let me take out the original demo lenses, born bio-based. Now this frame is made out of, I believe, 64% recycled materials, and the other 37% is made from plant-based petroleums, or plant-based oils, not petroleum-based oils. So that's what makes it such a ecologically friendly frame. So let me pop out the original demo lenses and then get started. I love this company, Modo. They're really cool. This is a very lightweight, very pliable frame. Of course, this is color black, which has a gunmetal type of temples, and I'll show you the other colors in just a moment. But I'm going to put that into the tracing element of my blocker and program the shape in. This is model number 1155, or job 1155. So Alex, years from now, should you ever need different prescription lenses for this frame, I can pull this up. It'll be cut to that shape, and I can mail them right to your home, and you can easily mount them as you'll watch me do. I'm going to hit start, and a little stylus is going to pop up and go around and trace the inside bevel of the right side of the frame before doing the same thing on the left. Here at freeprescriptionlenses.com, where everyone loves a bargain and no one is disappointed in quality. You buy a genuine, authentic Modo frame, and you'll receive one free pair of clear single vision prescription lenses or non-prescription fashion lenses. My receipt has my federal ID tax number, so if you have vision insurance or flex dollars, you'll get reimbursed for this purchase, whether they are prescription or not. So in just a moment, the shape that we'll be cutting will pop up onto the screen. Come on, pop up, pop up. Pop, pop. I'm telling you, it will come. It will come. The memory's starting to get full. There we go. That's the shape that we'll be cutting. Let's move it on to the next screen. The pupillary distance for your right eye is 30. The computer starts at 32.5, so I'm going to tap the minus button a few times until we get to 30. I want to raise the optical center up to 22, and let me write that on there. We're going to go 2 above the geometric center of the frame. And now we can go ahead and get your lenses prepped. Let's go ahead and put some more ink into the lensometer, the never-ending thirsty lensometer. We will put some ink. Hopefully that's enough. If not, I'll add more. So your prescription is what we in the business call OU. It's the same power in both eyes, plus a quarter, minus 1 at 80 for the right, 95 for the left. Let's spin the axis wheel to 80. And I used to know the Greek for what OU stood for. I'm going to take the lens out of the protective sleeve, put the power drum, actually let's make sure it's on 0, put it on plus a quarter. Rotate the lens until the spherical component comes in clear. Check the astigmatism correction. All that is looking good. And actually, hang on a second. Yeah, we can, let me clean this off. Let me clean this off. Put that in until everything is centered. And we're good to go. And hopefully we got the 3 dots on there. We can darken that one, and that is the right lens. Put that up there. We'll do the same thing for the left. Plus a quarter, minus 1, plus a quarter, minus 1 at 95. Put the axis wheel on 95. Take the lens out. Rotate until the spherical component comes in clear. Check the astigmatism correction, which is most of the prescription. that you have, and then those 3 dots. I can see it, I can see it. There we go. There's that one, and this is the left lens. Now, if you guys missed any of that, let me recap. You knew it was coming, didn't you? Okay, so this is a block. I need to attach this to your lens using 2 double-sided adhesive stickers, of which I've got here. Toss that away. The black side is the sticky side. We're going to put the sticker onto the first block, do the same thing for the second one. Pull the paper away to make the black side sticky. Line up the magnet. That silver button is a magnet on the back that's going to line up with a magnet there in the arm, so it holds it there. The reason why I put those 3 dots on there, it tells me that your lens is oriented in there just perfectly. Because of your astigmatism, your lens cannot rotate at all. Make sure everything is lined up where it should be. Looking good. We're going to hit that button. The arm's going to come down, place the block onto the right lens. We'll do the same thing now for the left. Pull the paper away to make the black side sticky. Line up that magnet. Check the pupillary distance for your left eye, which is 29. I'm going to hit the minus button 2 more times to bring it down to 29. Same optical center height. Make sure everything is lined up in there just perfectly. Why isn't that darker than it is? That one turned out great. Either way, we're good to go. I can see what I'm doing. Hit that button. The arm comes down and places the block onto the left lens. Now this is the edger. This is what's going to do all the work while I run my mouth. I'm going to put the first lens in there. Well, let's pull up the shape onto the computer. That is what we'll be cutting. These are polycarbonate lenses. If they were plastic, Hindex plastic, or Trivex, I would select that, but we're staying with polycarbonate. I'm not going to polish the edge of the lens because it won't be seen anyway. I'm not going to put a bevel on the front surface of the lens because it's not going to protrude. I am going to put a slight one on the rear surface of the lens, even though it will not protrude out of the frame, but I'll show you in just a moment why I do that. Push that on there. Now the magnet's going to do its job a second time as it attaches itself to another magnet there in the chuck. And of course, by now you know I like to call it the Charles because I don't know well enough to call it Chuck. So, hit the green arrow, which is started in every language. The door closes, the clamp shuts, and then the lens is going to be traced by 2 white styluses, making sure that it's large enough to fit into the frame. And you can see as it's going around tracing the shape of the right lens. And then the old carpenter saying, measure twice, cut once. It's measuring the thickness of the lens at every point to know exactly and precisely where to place the bevel so you have the least amount of edge thickness showing, which again, you won't have any in this frame, but it is more critical. I do cut some stronger prescriptions all day long for free when you buy the frame. So that is a little bit more critical with the higher powered lenses that I cut. So if you see light flickering in the background, that is water there to catch the optical sawdust. Polycarbonate lenses cut dry, where plastic, Hindex plastic, and Trivex lenses cut wet, meaning that water sprays onto the lens for the duration of the cutting cycle. It will not, now it will spray onto the lens for the last 20 seconds just to wash away any optical debris that you see beginning to form. Now your lenses are made out of polycarbonate. Polycarbonate is 40% thinner and lighter than regular plastic. It is virtually unbreakable. These are high-impact ballistics grade lenses, the same lens materials that our soldiers wear overseas in combat zones to protect their eyes from shrapnel and flying debris. It will protect your eyes as well from branches walking in the woods if someone swings a branch, or most commonly I've gotten stories where people mowing or been hit by a rock from weed eaters, and this has protected their eyes. It also has 100% UVA and UVB protection built into the lens. We know what the sun's harmful ultraviolet rays can do to your skin there in Miami. This is permanent, this sunscreen protection, and never needs to be reapplied, unlike the lotions, creams, and sprays do when you're in direct exposure to the sun. Now you also have the anti-glare coating, which is 3 features in one. The first feature is that reduces glare when driving at night, particularly driving at night in the rain. But from street lights, stoplights, computer screens, to overhead fluorescent lights and such. It's also a reflection-free lens, so when someone's looking at you, they're not taking a picture, or they're not seeing their reflection in your glasses. Or if someone takes a picture with a flash, you don't see the flash lit up in the lens, nor do you see the reflection of your phone if you take a selfie. Now the third feature that I like is that the anti-glare coating comes with the industry's hardest scratch coating. It costs well over $1 million to apply to vaporize 8 different coatings onto your lens. So because of the time and the expense of that, they put the industry's hardest coating to protect your time and investment. So a little lever has come out. At the end of that lever is a spinning wheel. That's what's applying the safety bevel to the back surface of the lens. It does this in the last moments of the cutting cycle, so this will tell me in just a moment. We'll take the lens out and we'll see if it fits first time around. If not, I'll take a little bit more off. Now I'll open this door with my mind. I can do other things with my mind. I can melt ice with my mind. I can. I just got to stare at it for a couple hours, but that's all. So, see if I can remove some of that ink beforehand. There we go. So now that's all dry, make sure there's no optical sawdust on the edge of the lens. Now we're going to tuck the lens in at the outside corner, and using the thumbs press down the nose and it snaps in easily. We're going to do the same thing for the left. Flip that over to L. Put the magnet in into the Charles, the Chucky baby. Hit start, the door closes, the clamp shuts, and then the lens is going to be traced again by the two wide styluses, making sure that it's large enough to fit into the frame. You can see as it's going around tracing the shape of the left side, and measure twice, cut once. It's measuring the thickness of the lens to know where to place the bevel. I could have moved the lens backwards or forwards to give you the best look, but you're not going to have any edge thickness in this frame anyway. But the reason why I put a safety bevel, because when I push the lens in, I don't want any rough edges to mar the actual finish of the frame. So that's why I always put a safety bevel on the back surface of the lens, regardless whether it's going to protrude from the frame or not. Dry that off. Take that sticker, recycle it onto my artwork that I keep there. We'll come back down here to my lensometer. We're going to spin the axis wheel back to 80. We're going to put it in over that black dot. And I am getting, where's my flashlight? Plus 1/4, which is 1 tick mark away from 0. That's because you have 1 step of magnification. You are farsighted, so you have 1 step of nearsighted correction. With your glasses off, everything is slightly too small, so when you put your glasses on, that's why there's a plus sign. It will magnify 1 step. Now, once it's magnified to the correct size, you have 4 steps of astigmatism correction. There is a stigma over the word astigmatism. It just means shape. It's like saying someone has straight hair, someone else has curly hair. You don't freak out when you hear that, but everyone freaks out over the word astigmatism. You have 2 curves on your eye, a spherical curve, astigmatic curve, and it's how those 2 curves line up to make everything nice and crisp, because uncorrected astigmatism makes 6s and 8s look alike, or the letters P and F. So the 80 is the fine tune knob. A straight line is 0 to 90 to 180. We're going to take that fine tune knob and we're going to turn it to 80. Now your left eye, same powers as your right, but we're going to turn that fine tune knob to 95, just past the 90 meridian to that. These first 2 numbers are real values to be concerned with. This last number could be anywhere from 0 to 180, and it just tells me where to place it to make everything nice and crisp. Now this frame sells for $180. The optional clip adds $40 to it. You do not have to buy the clip. It's since Alex lives in South Beach, Miami. He called me and wanted a frame that would look great with a polarized clip, and this is one that he went with, super lightweight, following the lightweight feel of it. And of course the house anti-glare coating adds $44.99 for a total of $264.99. So the frame is $180. The clip, polarized clip, is $40. The anti-glare $44.99. Again, a total of $264.99. Now this frame comes in 3 colors, black and gunmetal. It comes in tortoise and crystal with a slightly shinier temple. You can see the difference in those, the gunmetal versus the shinier platinum. And that has a corresponding tortoise clip to go over the tortoise frame there. And of course the one I'm going to get, my favorite, woohoo, we're having fun now, the complete crystal color with the cobalt blue. Now this is very close to the Modo frame I'm wearing now, which is the 4509 crystal with the cobalt. That's almost the same color temple, but this comes with a clip. Mine does not. So this is a newer frame. I love the idea of the clip. And you can email me if you'd rather have a different color. I can do brown, I can do G15 in the polarized colors, and tinted I can do red, yellow, green, whatever you want, blue. If you don't want polarized, I can tint a replacement lens. I can cut other lenses to go in here and then tint them for you, just to give you all the different options. I can also check and see and order other clips for you for $40 a piece and put other colors, so you could have 2 clips, one polarized gray and one, you know, blue or green or yellow or red, whatever you wanted in the tinted fashion, or if you wanted polarized brown or the Ray-Ban green G15, I could do that too. But that's the three colors that this comes in. The tortoise gradient crystal, the all crystal with the cobalt blue, and of course back to clip those on there, whoops, so they're matching, and the black clip that goes on the black flame. So speaking of which, there are some polarized colors that I can also get for you. There is a polarized brown that comes with a gold mirror clip. There's a polarized gray that comes with silver or even blue mirror. I may have to do that in this one. That would look really cool on mine. So let's go ahead and take the left lens. Usually a polarized clip adds $45. Tinted, I'll do it no charge if you buy the anti-glare coating on the lens. And if you buy a second clip, that is for $40. Drop that in there. The polarized, I will have to charge more because they do cost more, but I'll see how much I can do. Contact me. Later on I'll tell you my email, or you can, my phone number's on the website, but you can contact me about getting one of the mirror coated lenses on here if you'd rather have a mirror coated in the second clip. So let's come down here to the lensometer. We're going to spin the fine-tune knob to 95, put it in above that black dot, and I'm getting, again, 1/4, one tick mark away from 0. Check the astigmatism correction, and I'm getting -75. That's because when you start off at +25 and then you lose 1, you have +75. That's where we're at. I don't believe I checked it in the left. The right lens. Let's spin that back to 80 and double check. I was running my mouth. Yep, that comes out perfect. Now your pupillary distance is 30 in the right eye, 29 in the left, for a total of 59. Let me turn this card around and hold this up to measure the PD, and I'm getting 59 millimeters, your pupillary distance. So this is the portion in every video that as I clean your lenses, and I mention that when you get these in the mail, and of course free shipping anywhere in the US, but when you get these in the mail, there's a small chance that these could fit too loose or too tight. However, there's an 80% chance that one side is going to sit higher than the other. That's because 80% of people have one ear that is higher than the other, and I'm no different, and I'll show you in just a moment. But I'm going to get these in standard alignment, also known as a 3-point stance. The 3 points are 1, 2, and the bottom of the frame being 3. I set it on the counter and press down. There is no wobble. When I say wobble, when I take mine off, mine wobble on the counter, but they sit level on me. Again, the model 4509, this was my first Modo frame. This will be my second Modo frame. And my wife says, another blue frame? And I said, of course. I said, I just need one more. How many pair of black shoes do you have in your closet? To which my wife said, okay, go ahead and get one more blue frame, because it comes with the magnetic clip. How awesome is that? So let's flip this over, press down. There is no wobble. Close each temple to make sure they overlap perfectly, and they do, that neither temple is askew like that. So Alex in South Beach, Miami, I hope you enjoyed watching as I cut your anti-glare lenses for the Modo, where's my flashlight, Glomma, size 48 in the color BLK. Now, if you've liked what you've seen, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, or you can follow me on Facebook or Instagram as freeprescriptionlenses.com, on Twitter as freerxlenses. You can email me on the website on the contact me page, or you can email me directly at freeprescriptionlenses@gmail.com in case you have a question. Of course, I always encourage everyone to leave their question or comment in the comment section below so someone else can read your question or comment and benefit from that. Again, Alex in South Beach, who's definitely going to need a polarized clip on top of the lenses. But I appreciate your support, and hopefully everyone else has gotten a chance to see how I bring that love and feeling back to glasses. Thank you.